Do you struggle to make eye contact with others? Do you feel self-conscious about your body language when around others? Do your body movements feel awkward when you're out with others? Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about. Some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. Can you imagine that our ancestors, who spent their days roaming around the African savannah, hunting animals, sitting around the campfire every evening and talking with their tribe, were ever socially awkward? Social awkwardness is a product of modernity and technology, and I'm about to explain why. But first, we need to understand how the body adapts to its environment. The body adapts to its environment down to the cellular level. The truth is, in the very deepest sense, you become what you habitually do. On the cellular, microscopic level, your body adapts to what you do on a daily basis. Your body has a memory and will grow in a way that suits the environment you put it in. After all, human beings have a high degree of phenotypic plasticity. Adaptations occur in your cardiovascular system, muscles, hormones, and even, over a longer period of time, your skeletal structure. Many of these adaptations can be positive adaptations. The human body is incredible. When human beings live at high altitudes, like the Sherpas who live in the mountains of Nepal, the lungs become bigger in response to an environment with less oxygen available. When you learn the guitar, over time, your fingertips develop thick skin. Your skin adapts in order to help you press down the metal guitar strings. Your brain is neuroplastic and continually makes new neural pathways to make you better and more efficient at what you practice. If you study Spanish consistently for 3 years, the neural pathways in the language center of the brain will become stronger, eventually allowing you to communicate in an entirely different language. Your body adapts to what you habitually do at the deepest level. So what happens then when what you habitually do is look down at your smartphone, type on your laptop, scroll the Instagram newsfeed, and play video games and watch television? After all, the body adapts to everything you do. You might consider your media use as something separate from who you are, but your body does not. The body is watching and taking notes, even when you're not paying attention. How technology makes you socially awkward. Eye contact. As it turns out, steady eye contact is a skill that needs to be practiced. In the past, people got constant practice with eye contact as they were forced to communicate with other human beings face to face on a daily basis. In the last couple of decades, many of us have started spending less time staring into the eyes of other human beings and more time staring at our screens. For some of us, staring at our screens now feels more natural and more comfortable than making eye contact with others. After all, the body gets good at what you habitually do, and if you spend 8 hours every single day staring at screens, then your body will get very good at doing exactly this. For many, eye contact becomes threatening, intimidating, and difficult, and they find themselves unable to hold steady eye contact and constantly avert their gaze or look downwards towards the floor, where they're used to looking. If you want to pick up a girl, or even just make a connection with a new friend, you need to make eye contact. And if technology has turned you into someone who isn't comfortable looking into the eyes of others, then it's robbed you of something profoundly important in living a fulfilled life. Posture. How's your neck feeling right now? How about your back? Any stiffness? If an archaeologist was to discover our current society 2,000 years from now, they would be able to identify us by our skeleton, because our skeleton has adapted to fit the current technology of our time. The further forward your neck is bent, the more weight is put onto your neck. Constantly looking downward is what is commonly called tech neck, a neck that is permanently pushed forward. Go out in public and start looking for people with tech neck, and you'll notice them everywhere. Good posture is attractive to the opposite sex. What's your posture like? Most of us, aside from those with active jobs, spend most of our days sitting in a chair. This causes back pain and spinal problems because it puts stress on the spinal discs that make up our spine. When we sit, blood flow is also restricted to the gluteus maximus, which also results in less support for the spine. The human body is not evolved to sit in a chair and stare at screens. Beyond technology use, our modern diets are filled with soft food and give modern people weak jaws. Our ancestors, who had to spend a large amount of time chewing tough meats, had large, strong jawlines. And we know that the male jawline is an important feature that women find attractive. Poor tongue posture and mouth breathing created by soft modern foods is causing our faces to grow in ugly and unhealthy ways. Don't let the modern world turn you into an awkward nerd.